Hello everyone, hope you are all well. In today's learning session number 8, we will understand how we can view our project through the view option of Storyline 360. So let's begin. When we come to the view option of Storyline 360, there are certain options available. So the first option is that we have the option to story view. So if I click on this option, I can see that this option has already been selected, and I can see that the reason for that is that there is a blue highlight around the box that is sitting in the middle of my screen. So this is basically how a file appears when it is in the story view option. The next option is of slide view. So if I click on this one, it seems that it cannot be clicked. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on my untitled slide. And now you can see that the second option that was named as slide view, it has already been enabled. So that means that when we open a slide, it automatically moves from one view to another view. So when we are working on a separate file, it means that we are working in the slide view and it has transformed from a story view to a slide view. The third option is of slide master. So if we click on this option, we can see on the left side of the screen that we have certain templates that we can use, and this feature of storyline is similar to PowerPoint because the idea is that you can have a template for your specific course and then you can use it throughout the entire duration of your course. So this is very helpful when it comes to having a structure of your course. And now we can close this option. The fourth option is that we have a feedback master. So when we click on this one, so we can see that as we have the option to define a template background for our course, we also have the option to have a feedback master. So that means that if we have questions in our course, we can always customize it according to the need of the client, according to the template of the company. So it's always really helpful. And do send me your feedback via the comment section if you want me to make a separate tutorial on this section of Storyline 360, and I will be very happy to do that. The next option is of media library. In the media library, we have four options. So either we can have images, the second is we can have characters, the third is that we can have audio, and the fourth is that we can have video. So if you have content on your PC, you can get it from there. If you have content from a SharePoint site, you can also get it from there, because the idea is to collaborate all the data and to make it as one part of learning when you are working in Storyline 360. The next option is that you can have ruler, you can have grid lines, you can have guiders for your course, and sometimes it is required to have certain restrictions in the layout of your course. So at that point, the view option is really handy because it gives you the chance to customize the training solution according to the need of your course and how it aligns well with the objectives that have been defined for that specific course. The next option is that we can have grid and guides. So if we click on this option, we can see that a small window has opened and we can have the option of snapping, we can have the option of grid settings, and we can also have the option to guide settings. And we can have it as a default option and we can have it just for one slides or maybe a couple of slides. The other option is that we can redock all windows. So please let me know in comments if you want me to make a separate tutorial on this option of Storyline 360. And it basically helps to have all the floating windows to the main window. So you can have it in one go. So I will be looking forward to your comments and how we can have some detailed sessions and how can we understand some more concepts of storyline in detail. The other option is that we can redock all windows. Personally, I did not have the opportunity to use this feature, but please share your comments if you want me to make a separate tutorial on this one, and I will definitely do that. The next option is that we can have a zoom feature. So if we click on this option, we can see that the first option is that fit to size, and then we have a long list of percentages that we can select by default. And we can also customize a percent that fits the need of our course. So this is very helpful when it comes to having different zooming effects on your course. The next option is fit to window. And at this time, it has already been highlighted. And the reason is that I have already been working in a course that is according to the size of the template of this course. So, this is why it has been highlighted in blue color. This ends today's learning session that was focused on providing an overview of the view features of Storyline 360. I hope you find this lesson very helpful and it can help you to create more interactive solutions when it comes to digital solutions in current times. So please share your feedback with me, and if you like the content that I create, please subscribe to my channel and give it a thumbs up. And I will see you in my next learning content. Thank you and bye bye.